What's Wild Outside Your Door gets the first thing about children's book correct. It asks a question in the title because it gets kids to instinctively say, well, I don't know, I've never thought about what's outside my door. But this is nonfiction. It's almost illustrated because it's a higher read illustrated book in that it's going to be appropriate for those 5th graders, upper 4th graders, maybe even 6th graders. But here's the catch there. Let's talk about it more in a second. The subtitle to the book is Discovering Nature in the City. And this is one of those nonfiction reference books that is great for those city kids who are not reluctant learners. And that's the one thing I have against this book, is that it's a very well put together book. The illustrations are gorgeous, the text is very interactive, it's a very smart book, but it's not going to be for reluctant readers or reluctant learners. The elephant in the room that I compare this book to is Nat Geo Kids. Those books are, if I'm going to compare those two books, Nat Geo Kids and those reference books that are akin to this, they come into the room screaming with neon colors and bright glossy pages and really kind of infographics that are garish in comparison to this. Garish! Look it up, kids. That's why you have a thesaurus at home. That's what Nat Geo Kids is. This book, though, it's more intelligent, and it's much, much calmer. It's not going to scream at you being you upper elementary school or middle school kids, and say, learn me, read me, engage me, consume me. It's just going to say, here are some really cool facts. Here are some cool things about nature in the city, nature in your backyard. Here's what you can do to help some of the nature things around you that need some assistance. And it's going to work for some kids, but it's not going to work for some kids also, because it's not going to grab them by the lapels and say, check this out, in big screaming star-shaped font. So it all depends on how you want to learn. And I like that because as a teacher, I know kids learn in different ways. Some kids are the more calm, mature learner, and they will engage with books like this, but they're not going to have to be dragged into it. They're going to say, I want to read something cool about nature and the city and different critters or bugs that I will encounter. And that's who is going to be great for What's Wild Outside Your Door, Discovering Nature in the City. It was originally published in Dutch, I think. It's from Peter Holbein. And it is a great little book. Give it a chance, kids, because life is not always going to scream at you and try and get your attention. Sometimes you have to jump in with both feet and say, okay, what can I learn? And that's what this book is good for. What's Wild Outside Your Door? Going to be great for those 4th graders all the way through 6th graders.